Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. With that, let's get out to Dignity Health Sports Park in Southern California as we welcome in our guy, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown LA at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and our home team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers. Off we go from LA. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well, and usually with big production.
Round 80! Mike 54! Mike 54!
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we get a quick look at the Chargers starting offense.
I have to admit, I've rather enjoyed watching Melvin Gordon's improvement as he's developed as an NFL player because it started for me in college. Every year he was in school, he would add something extra to his game. First year, he knew how to run. He wanted to add pass receiving to his game. The next year, he wanted to add pass protection to his game. Did all of that. That turned him into a first-rounder and now a front-line NFL back.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He's going to air one out, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama, and he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Watch the run.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. Wait, 80!
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 48 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 31, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. A good pickup there, 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either Called pressure, or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I smell fear in that offense.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go. Like 20!
Check 52, come on. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. 30. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check, tight right. Full out there, check down,
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Charger drive about to get going, and they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
80 high.
Now a handoff looking right. There he goes again. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. but how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rivers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rivers, he's airing it out for Williams, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 40, check.
Coleman. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Coleman. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 24.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 11-yard touchdown. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now Gold for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now the Chargers have it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Rivers completes it to Benjamin. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Travis Benjamin, 75 yards. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. Taking it in. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Garoppolo, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch it.
Garoppolo again. And that's complete to Sanders. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Gold to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This is Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Here we go, here we go, here
So
we go.
from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mostert, and an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go. 180!
Good track, good track.
Check three, check ahead.
Mostert. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is born. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers, but hands.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you could see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Son, block 15!
54 Mike. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Out, 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 out.
Wait, 89!
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Here we go. Like 20!
That's the way. Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go. Black 80!
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. He's checking.
Now Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 31, check 31.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Play action, Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Big hit.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Check, 380, 190.
Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Fighting through it. He's got space. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Partner, we've seen Melvin Gordon do it a variety of ways running the football. How about that last run? Had a little shake and bake to it there, didn't he?
He did.
Kind of reminded me of when he was at Wisconsin and what he did in Nebraska. His last year there, 408 yards in a single game. At that time, that was the NCAA rushing record, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then a week later, Samaje Perine broke his record with 427 yards against Kansas. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready? Hey, Brown 80.
Mike 56. On the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers got his man. It's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Rivers now. He's got Allen. And all the way down to the 29. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. It's complete to Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again here, Rivers. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Lance Kendricks there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it, because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They will run again with Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Here we go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Coleman now. Justin Jones there on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you, son.
To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check 52, come on. Me and you on deck.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Come on, watch 10.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by 6. 1:51 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
50 seconds, Mike. I got you.
Rivers to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Rivers finding his top receiver, that's Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Check 56.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining.
56, Mike.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Rivers. And Allen's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.